Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Bhagavate Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaha. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Charini Nirvisesha Shunyadi Paschatya Deshatharini. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on the riddle Narada Muni he gave to the Haryashvas. Very interesting riddle. We'll try to decode. I made it into PPT so that when we see it, we can remember more nicely. It is a very important understanding which Narada Muni is giving. He's telling the clash between mechanical duty and spiritual discrimination is actually the fight between Narada and Daksha. So the question is, when you say Daksha is right, yes, he's talking about mechanical duty. And what Narada is talking about, spiritual discrimination. So mechanical duty, Prajapati Daksha had 10,000 sons, Haryashvas, procreation, material duty. So Daksha ordered his 10,000 sons to populate the universe and a literal binding instruction. So he's right. He's giving proper instruction, but that is material duty. But Narada is talking about Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma. He's talking about the spiritual duty. So Narada Muni intervenes with a dense 10-part allegory. His intent to test and awaken their natural discrimination, Utpattika Manisha, before they become hopelessly entangled in household life. So this is what Narada is doing. See, Narada is not doing forcefully anything. He is giving them understanding and they are themselves analyzing it. So that is also one important thing. It is not that Narada is uh, pulling them and putting them in the ashram and locking the door. He say you cannot go out of ashram. You have to be in the ashram only. That is also he's not doing, and also he's not doing forceful preaching. He's not talking about the dangers of family life. That is also he's not doing. He is telling the reality of the world. See, brainwashing is what when you go to before a marriage, you try to tell the boy how dangerous is marriage, and then suddenly he becomes scared. My God, these things are there for marriage. Oh, better not to marry. But it is not. He had a desire to marry, and suddenly is fearful of marriage. So that is not. That's what Daksha is feeling. That Narada, you are trying to forcefully keep them. Narada is saying, no, they themselves awakened. I only gave allegory. He did not even give direct, like Jadabharat's instruction, or he is not giving like Prahlad. He is just giving this analogy. So the matrix, Narada's allegory map. So he's telling cryptic symbol and Vedic translation and philosophical meaning. So three parts. Earth, a kingdom. He's telling there is a kingdom and a house of 25 elements, unchaste wife, her husband, and river flowing in both ways, wheel of blades, and soul king is there, singing swan is there, whole of no return is there, and father's true order. So these are the points which Narada Muni told and he left. He didn't even tell other things. He gave this until you contemplate. Now, what did they contemplate on it? Vedic translation, earth is the kingdom, that is material body, that is Kshetrajna. The house of 25 element is this cosmic. Unchaste wife is the polluted intelligence. And the husband is the conditioned soul. River flowing both direction is material nature. Wheel of blade is eternal time, Kala Chakra. Soul king is the supreme lord. The singing of swan is Vedic scripture. Shastras are called Hamsa also. And whole no return is spiritual about Vaikunta. Father's authority is scriptural authority. And the philosophical meaning for the body is a temporary self-caused field of bondage. The self-cause, that means this is becoming because of our false ego, right? And then we have materially organized via Sankhya. So, yeah, Nardaman is very smart. So, matter organized via Sankhya, overseen by the Supreme, that is 25 elements. And unchaste wife is Buddhi, restless mind under mode of passion, going from one desire to another desire, worshipping one form to another form, that's what Prabhupada writes. And her husband is a condition, so bewildered, stripped of independence, and river flowing in both ways is matter nature. The dual currents of creation and dissolution. And wheel of blade is eternal time, Kala Chakra, independent, sharp, and restlessly driving all activity. Soul King is the Supreme Lord, the one true independent enjoyer. And the swan is Vedas, or the discriminates eternal spirit from temporary matter, and the whole of no return is irreversible destination of liberation. And the father's word is ultimate directive to seize materialistic life. So that's what is the. Now we'll go a little more deeper, synthesizing the 10 symbols into a complete Vedic worldview. So first is the architect of the body. You see in this diagram. So decoding lens, the authority, God and scriptures, mechanism, nature and time, the trap, psychological hacking. The escape, liberation and reunion. Now all these five things, na, this is the lens we have to look at. Mhm. Like what is the architecture is our body and cosmic is the architecture. In this you are seeing na, here body and the cosmic. Cosmos is the first two. And then the second one is God and scriptures. Sorry, second is the trap, psychological hacking. Unchaste wife, her husband, and river flowing in both directions. And the mechanism is nature and time. Yeah. So the wheel is Kala Chakra, material nature. So first two are architecture, second two are trap, second two is unchaste wife and are represented as the trap, and river flowing in both directions, and wheel or blade, that is the mechanism. Nature and time are holding us. And then what is the authority? The scriptures are the whole authority. The swan and the king, they are the authority. God and the scripture authority. And what is the fifth one? Fifth one is whole no return, father's true order. Clear? So all one, two, three, four, five. Five instructions. That's all. Into two. That is 10 allegories he gave. 10 points he gave. They are telling about five different things. The architecture it is telling, the trap it is showing, the mechanism it is showing, the authority and escape. Authority, escape is easy. Authority is what? God and scripture. Escape is liberation and union with the supreme. And what is the mechanism it is holding? These three modes, material nature and time. What is the trap? The psychological trap. Wife and the husband. They are the trap. Now, wife and husband are trap for each other. And what is the architecture? Our body and the cosmos. The material body, the cosmos, and our body is the architecture. Simple. Now that is the riddle they understood. So now we are also understanding the riddle what Nardaman is telling. Array, he told architecture, trap, mechanism, authority, and escape. Finish. Now another way, the architecture of illusion, microcosm and macrocosm. The riddle, earth and the house is 25 elements. So our body is within the 25 elements. And what is the decoding? The field of activity, earth and kingdom and 24 elements. The physical body is kshetra. It is not externally imposed. It is self-made trap generated by living into its own past action. And the 25 element, the cosmic manifestation is built from the 25 categories of Sankhya philosophy. Both matter and the individual soul are distinct expansion of the supreme person's energies. Clear? So you are seeing this body, and around it you are seeing this structure. They are the 25 elements. Microcosm and macrocosm. So we are micro and macro. So both are the holding us. The soul is trapped in both of them, in the individual body and in this cosmic manifestation also. Clear? So that is the kingdom and the second. Now the second is the psychological trap. What is unchaste wife and husband? So unchaste wife is polluted intelligence, which causes distractions, bondage, new objects. So the soul is trapped. How polluted intelligence hack the soul? So material intelligence under the modes of passion is inherently unsteady, constantly seeking new objects of attraction, like a promiscuous woman chasing changing dresses, and her husband is conditioned living entity. Bewildered by the modes of nature, the soul loses its spiritual independence and is dragged through cycles of distress by its own contaminated mind. So this is about the trap. The soul is in these fields, and then it is trapped because of buddhi. We are there, but psychologically, what is trapping us? The unchaste wife, the buddhi, and her husband. You are seeing poor fellow is tied with the ropes here. And then now we see the mechanism. What is the mechanism? Nature's current and the wheel's time. So river flow in both directions, wheel of razors. So these are the two things. So what is reveal? Like you are seeing the banks of liberation, the bank are on the sides, and Srishti and Pralaya. So we are going in both directions. Creation, dissolutions. So here the you are seeing the wheel above. It is Kala Chakra. Velocity of current and temptation that is going up and down. So sometimes we are attracted, sometimes we don't get attracted, sometimes we want to destroy, sometimes we want to create. So material nature operates to the creation and dissolution. Paradoxically, the current of temptation and dissolution intensifies most rightly as the soul approaches the banks of spiritual discipline. And this is what is explained here. The distraction intensifies most right as the soul approaches the banks of spiritual discipline, and the eternal time, relentless, independent, and indifferent to human plans. Every lost instant is an irreversible expenditure of a resource. So here, these are the two things. This is riddle of Nagam. And next is the Supreme Lord and the scriptures. So the material nature, the soul king is the Supreme Lord. He is Turiya, transcendental, and Abhava, never born. The soul independent natural of creation. And the singing swan are the Vedic scriptures. Just as swan probe, so it takes only water from the milk, sorry, milk from the water. Scriptures alone discriminate eternal soul from temporary matter. Like that. And then the last part is liberation part. So ten topics are over. The true authority demands renunciation is must to advance to focus on something. We need detachment. So detachments help us to focus. Now we have to be detached in the morning from our other activities, our sleep and our other things, so that we can sit and hear the class. The point is to focus, we need detachment. Anything to focus. Like children have to detach from playing and TV and other things, so that video games and all, so that they can sit and read. So if they want to concentrate on study, they have to renounce some pleasures. So renunciation is compulsory for focusing. If I want to focus on Krishna, I have to renounce sense gratification. I have to renounce my own personal comforts. Then only I can concentrate. So true authority demands renunciation. So you have to be clear. Like we hear about Kansham Baba in Vrindavan, Radhanath Mara writes in Journey Home book, he is so detached. I know he is not going for his comforts. When Maharaj came for 3 days, he gave all his chapatis to Maharaj to eat. He didn't eat also for 3 days. Maharaj didn't know also. Fourth day also he gave. And when he is sleeping, he is giving his blanket to Maharaj. That means he is not interested in his comforts. That is the level we all should come, where we don't bother about our comforts. We are not so much into gratifying the senses. We should, that is the barrier of mind. Who wants comforts? Body can tolerate more things than what we are thinking, but because mind is weak, now it also becomes weak. That is the point. So, point is that our problem is with our mind. We have to make it more and more stronger. How do we make our mind stronger? With the help of buddhi. How do you make it? When we do what we say, then our buddhi becomes stronger. Then it can help mind also become stronger. So that is the way. Two ways: by making it, giving scripture knowledge every day, hearing, our buddhi becomes strong. And another important thing is just do whatever we tell. That also makes our buddhi strong. We say something, we have to do it. It looks very simple, but it is very powerful. And then we should not listen to what our manas says, good, bad, I like, I don't like. No. Whatever is right, you do. Whatever is right, we do. Then our mind becomes very strong. Right? So, this is the method that is given, and that helps us to renounce. Oh, we don't want to do many things, but we have to do. There is no option. And this is the time. Last slide, it is covering everything. The body and then the cosmos, which is holding us. There is orbit of intelligence, and there is a swan, the order of the Supreme Lord, time, king, and the current of the metal nature, the whole of no return Vaikuntha. Finish in one slide. By decoding that, it will Haryashas assembled a complete understanding of the material bondage and the mechanism of liberation. See, so nicely they understood. For us to decode, it took so much time. How do you know what is right? Yes, whatever Shastra says, we have to do it. That is what is right. So at the same time, this is the way to know what is right. So we'll come to the purports. Some more things Prabhupada is saying. We'll try to cover them also. So here, kimasat karma bhir bhavet. So what is the use with temporary fruitive activities? That's what they are hearing. Now Daksha is telling to do it, and Narada is telling kimasat karma bhir bhavet. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? So completely gone. So Aryas was understood about Bhu. So then we discussed about now there is a kingdom with one male, and then there is a whole with no return. So we all discussed this. And then the third is they described about a woman who is a professional prostitute, and she has a husband. And Narada Muni has spoken of a man who is the husband of the prostitute. The Haryashas understood this as follows. If one becomes the husband of prostitute, you lose all independence. Similarly, if a living entity has polluted intelligence, is prolonged materialistic life, frustrated by fruitive nature, he must follow the movements of the intelligence which brings various conditions of happiness and distress. If one performs fruitive activities under such conditions, what will be the benefit? So we discussed till 15. We have few more verses to complete this allegory, and Prabhupada has some nice points to share. शिष्ट्य अप्यय क्रियां मायां वेला कालान्तवेगिता मत्यस्य तां विज्ञासयिष्ये किमसत्कर्मभिर्भवेत्. Narada Muni had said that the river flows in both directions. So this is the two things: the flow of the mechanism of bondage, right? The Haryashas understood the purport of this statement. Material nature is of two ways, by creation and dissolution. Thus, the river of material nature flows both ways. Living entity who unknowingly falls in this river is submerged in its waves, and since the current is swift near the banks of the river, he is unable to get out. What will he? What will be the benefit of performing fruitive activities in that river of Maya? So he want to come out also no hope. Prabhupada's writing, one may be submerged in the waves of river of Maya, but one may also get free from the waves of by coming to the banks of knowledge and austerities. Near the banks, however, the waves are very strong. If one does not understand how he is being tossed by the waves, but simply engage in temporary fruitive activities, what benefit will he derive? सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेख छाये वयस्य भुवनानि विपत्ति दुर्गा. This is what is Maya meant for. Actually, Maya tests us. Krishna is very merciful. You don't have time for testing us. Maya makes sure that all the things are provided by Maya only. Testing is done by Maya. Mercy is given by Krishna. For devotees also, it is Maya makes sure that we are we are properly going towards Krishna. So exam paper is always set by Maya, but Krishna sometimes helps us in answers. So he may help us. To attain freedom from material life, one must take to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, if one very busily engage in so-called advancement of science, what benefit he will achieve? If one is carried away by the waves of nature, what is the meaning of being a great scientist or philosopher? Mundane science and philosophy are also material creations. One must understand how Maya works and how one can be released from the tossing waves of river of nescience. That's one's first duty. So this is the highest duty to come out of this material world. And Narada thought, I am doing all the spiritual activities, not a problem. No? पञ्चविंशति तत्त्वानां पुरुषो अद्भुतदर्पणः आध्यात्ममाम् अबुद्धस्येह किमसत्कर्मभिर्भवेत्. This word, na, every it is directly attacking Daksha only. Narmani said there are house is made of 25 elements. So this is the architecture. So the Supreme Lord is a reservoir of 25 elements, and as the Supreme being the conductor of cause and effect. A cause, he causes their manifestation. If one engages in temporary fruitive activities, not knowing the Supreme Person, what benefit he will get? So you should know the 24 elements. So philosophers and scientists conduct scholarly research to find the original cause, but they should do so scientifically, not whimsically, or through fantastic theories. The science, original cause is explained in various Vedic literature. Atato Brahma Jignasa. Here, it should be understood scientifically, not whimsically through fantastic theories. I just, I was I was hearing some lecture, and YouTube night recommends some videos on the site, right? So there was one Hare Krishna movement people's mm, video that came in my recommendation. That is about uh, why they should not have only Prabhupada is Guru. And I thought, okay, let me see what is their logic and argument. It was means it is having many views. So I thought There must be really something very intricate in it. So when I read, he's happened to be uh, his name is Satyagor Pro. He is president here in Hyderabad. We have Golden Temple. That is Hare Krishna movement's Golden Temple. They call very big, and government gave so many funds to make that. Means they gave it a little lesser price land and all. It's a very big. So he's a main person there. He's like GBC for. He's like right hand main person for him, right hand man or left hand man, whatever for Madhu Pandit. So I wanted. I thought, okay, let me hear it. Don't hear it. Is all bogus. But I will tell. Uh, Point is, he did not give any scriptural reference. He gave two references. That is also very unconnected. I was thinking you are having such a big philosophy without any foundation of any shastras. He only gave all sentimental arguments. He told our guru did like this, he behaved like this, he spoke like this. I don't know, one Guru Puja they take and they say, oh, Chakshudan Diloje Janme Janme Prabhu se. And you are telling this to Prabhupada also, you are telling to your Guru also. How can you say both people are your Chakshudan Diloje Janme Janme Prabhu se? How is it not possible? One is Guru and one is Param Guru. Both can be continuously there. You have father and you have grandfather. So Prabhupada is our grandfather and our Guru is our father. So how is it not possible? I didn't understand only logic. They are telling in Guru Puja I saw Chakshudahan Diloje Janmi Janmi Prose, and then down we went. Again we saw that, and again we are. Then we say, how is it? How is both person? Array, some common sense is also not there. Then I thought, anyway, and Maya Aparata Jnana, these things. This is like, no, yeah, they are quoting that only. This is what is your Shastric reference? No reference. And they give some foolish arguments. And his only Jevtak Maharaj went for the meeting, and he took some devotees. Maharaj, na, he is very merciful person. He wanted to help them and understand, and he made some statement, and they got offended by the statement. Re, Prabhupada's main man, Jagatak Maharaj, and he made some statement, and they are trying to find fault in that statement, and then they said, no, no, now we reject, we reject, and they are saying we are so much following and doing. No, I was like, my God, this fellow don't have any basis of any shastra, no shastric whole discussion, no shastric reference, all sentimental, all emotional, and and out of context. Finish. Your philosophy is done. That is the problem. We have to hear properly, otherwise we will get bewildered only. Same thing with people go to in Vrindavan, they are going to this other Babajis and all. I don't want to name this. I can name because Ritik. And but they go to other Babajis and Maharajas and all. The problem is they are not understanding the value what they are getting. Of course, they have their valid reasons that in ISKCON we are not getting very high level classes. If you are not getting high level classes, you study Acharya's books and you give na high level class. We have Hari Parshad Prabhu and we have many devotees, Shivram Maharaj. They give also. They have written that book also. So Gorgovind Maharaj, they are there. So anyway, and people don't understand just by chanting. See, chanting Radha name is bona fide only, but that is not the way to what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us. Anyway, so why I got this is because not whimsically or through fantastic stories. So that's why I was, I was like, I just heard for 10-15 minutes. I understood this is they don't have anything for doing it. Anyway, so there is one absolute truth. Material cosmic manifestation is expansion of energy of Krishna or Vishnu. एकदेशास्थिताग्निसितस्याग्नेर्ज्योतिषां वस्तारिणी यथा परस्य ब्रह्मणः शक्तिस्ततेदम् अखिलं जगत्. So this is a very famous shloka. Whatever we see in this world is but an expansion of various energy of Supreme Lord, who is like a fire that spreads illumination for a long distance, although is situated in one place. This is from Vishnu Puran, very famous shloka. So the entire cosmic manifestation and expansion of Supreme Lord. Therefore, if one does not conduct research to find the supreme cause, but instead falsely engage in frivolous temporary activities, what is use of demanding recognition of an important scientist or philosopher? Actually, don't hear that lecturer. I'm just giving warning. It is actually offensive. So unnecessarily we'll end up in Vaishnava Aparadh. Somehow it came and I wanted to know the philosophy. That's why I heard, but they only speak negative. Of course, they are intelligent. They removed the names and they he gave the he edited the names and it because he didn't have want any legal consequences and anything. He's also a very intelligent fellow. So, but we should not hear because they blaspheme. That is very dangerous for our bhakti. We'll fall down also if we hear the blasphemy. And mm, that is all. What happened is because they won the case, na, they got some more popularity. Supreme Court gave order in their favor, and that is good only. We don't want all the Krishna knows what is good for us. He will give. We may feel little setback, but I feel Krishna knows better plan. Krishna is not giving means it is good only for us. Any we do some wrong activity, Krishna sometimes will make us do wrong activity so that we will be saved from certain things. So that is also we may think, Arey, why did I end up like this? No problem. You become humble, gratefully chant, and you are perfect your life. So that is Krishna's arrangement. So don't go with all these bogus things. We have sufficient. See, Haryashvas, Shavalasvas, they perfected just by Bhagavatam points. They didn't go for any other research. And so many personalities in Bhagavatam are perfecting with the philosophy which is given in Bhagavatam. And Jiva Goswami wrote all Shat Sandarbhas based on Bhagavatam only. So everything is there here. No need to go to any other place. If somebody has very great philosophical requirement, they can go, but otherwise just sentimentally, they go to other Babas in Vrindavan. They don't understand only. Without training, you don't get anything. More important is you should get trained. You should, if they train nicely in Bhagavatam, that's sufficient also. Bhaktyam abhijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvataha. Bhagavad Gita is telling these words. And whatever we experience, including matter and spirit soul, the living force is but a combination of two energies. So one should seriously study the facts of concerning creation, mint, and dissolution, as well as the permanent place from which one never need return. Yad gatva na nivartante. So there is no profit in material activity because it will not satisfy the soul. So the whole point is that only. Again, ऐश्वर्यं शास्त्रम् उत्सृज्य बन्धमोक्षानुदर्शनम् विविक्तपद्म ज्ञाय किमसत्कर्मभिर्भवेत्. So there are three more shlokas after this. Narada Muni spoke of the swan. The Vedic literature vividly describe how to understand the Supreme Lord, the source of all material and spiritual energy. Indeed, they elaborately explain these two energies. The swan is one who discriminates between the matter and spirit, who accepts the essence of everything, and who explains the meaning of bondage and the means of liberation. The words of scriptures consist of variegated vibrations. If a foolish rascal lives aside the study of these shastras to engage in temporary activities, what will be the result? So Krishna conscious movement is very eager to present Vedic literature in modern language, especially Western language such as English, French, and German. The leaders of Western world, the Americans and Europeans, have become the ideals of modern civilization because of the Western people are very sophisticated in temporary activities for the advancement of material life. Such a nice point Prabhupada is telling. Western people are very sophisticated in temporary activities for the advancement of. A sane man, however, can see that such grand activities, although perhaps very important for temporal life, have nothing to do with eternal life. So this is Daksha's Western world are like Daksha. They're very expert in material life. Of course, Daksha is very pious. He's not like gross materialistic, but that is a material activity. So Narada is telling what is the point. See, anytime this philosophy is now one more point I want to say. If your philosophy is based on telling how others are wrong, instead of proving how others are wrong, we should tell what is good in us, what is right in us. That should be the philosophy. These Ritik philosophy, na, their philosophy is to prove how ISKCON is wrong. That whole philosophy is that only. Array, if you have philosophy, you tell your philosophy now. Why your philosophy is only finding fault in us? What is that philosophy? So here in India also some missionaries their preaching is to show how Hindu way of living is wrong. Instead of telling how they are right, they only whole class will be telling how we are wrong. So this is the whole class na, to prove the point that they are right is just to prove how we are wrong. Then that is you did not establish any philosophy of yours. You did not quote Shastras, you did not give any references from Acharyas. And actually, why did I open it is with whom Bhaktivinoda Thakur got initiated. That was the topic. That's why I opened. Otherwise, I have not opened only. So the topic they mentioned is from whom Bhaktivinoda Thakur got initiated. Something like that. The topic was. I was thinking Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what they are talking about him. So otherwise, I would not have touched only. Anyway, so the point is the whole philosophy is proving how we are wrong. This is the bogus way of proving anything. So here anyway, the entire this is a very nice point Prabhupada made that the sane man, however, can see that such grand activities, although perhaps very important for temporary life, have nothing to do with eternal life. The entire world is imitating materialistic civilization of West, and therefore the Krishna conscious movement is very much interested in giving the Western people knowledge by translating the original Sanskrit literature into Western language. Vivikta Padma refers to the path of logical discourses concerning the aim of life. You see, that is the point. We have to present in a logical way. If one does not discuss that which is important in life, one is put into darkness and must struggle for existence. What then is the benefit of his advancement in knowledge? Kimasat karma bir bhavet. The people of West are seeing their students becoming hippies despite gorgeous arrangements for university education. The Krishna conscious movement, however, is trying to convert misguided drug addict students to the service of Krishna and engage them in the best welfare activity for human society. This is a very nice point. We'll take to कालचक्रं भ्रमितीक्ष्णं सर्वं निष्कर्षय जगत् स्वतन्त्रम् अबुधस्येह किमसत् कर्मभिर्भवेत्. Nardamani spoke about the physical object of sharp blades and thunders. Haryashvas understood this allegory as follows. Eternal times move very sharply as if made of razor and thunderbolts, uninterrupted and fully independent. It drives the activity of the entire world, if one does not try to study the eternal nature element of time, what benefit can he derive from performing temporary material activities? So, Shauram Pravayam Swayam Brahmi, which especially refers to the orbit of eternal time. So, Chanakya Pandit says, Ayusha Kshana Ekopi na labhyate Swarna Kotibir Nacha Nirarthakam na Nithi Kacha Hana Hanasi Tato Dikha. So, when a moment of life you cannot return in exchange of millions of dollars, therefore, one should consider how much loss one suffers if one wastes even a moment of his life for nothing. Living like an animal, not understanding the goal of life, one foolishly thinks that there is no eternity and his lifespan is of 50, 60, or at the most 100 years. So, time is like a razor, it is cutting our span every day without our knowledge also. That is the power of time. We are becoming closer and closer to death. शास्त्रस्य पितृ आदेशं यो वा यो न वेद निवर्तकं कथं तद् अनुरूपाय गुणवर्मभ्य उपक्रमेत्. So this is the last one, the instruction of father. So Narada is telling that Narada Muni asked how one should ignorantly defy one's father's order. Haryashvas understood the meaning. One must accept the original instructions of Shastra. According to Vedic civilization, one is offered a sacred thread as a sign of second birth. One takes his second birth by dint of having received instructions in the Shastras from a bona fide spiritual master. Therefore, Shastric scripture is a real father. All the Shastras instruct that one should end his material way of life. One does not know the purpose of father's order, the Shastra, he is ignorant. The word of material father who endeavors to engage his son in material activities are not the real instructions of the father. So these are not real instructions of the father. So one time one father brought me his son. His son wanted to become brahmachari, and they were having big business. And they have a business. Okay, I'll not tell the name of the business. You will find out who is having this. But the son was saying, Prabhuji, I'll also end up like this only. I'll also be like, what to say, the goose digging the earth. My father is doing, I'll also do it. What is the point? I'll become brahmachari. And I try to. Actually, I wanted him nicely only, but now I told him, okay, let it be, don't try. And now he's married, he has a child also. But there are two fathers. He didn't want to follow that instruction. Uh, he wanted to follow the Shastric instructions. He want to become a brahmachari. But point is, not everybody can follow. So here also, Nardaman is telling you follow, but some Ariyashas could follow it. So that is the point. It is not Nardaman is forcing, he giving the knowledge. So the boy, when he came with his father to me, I was also thinking, but I didn't preach because in front of his father I cannot tell him. And I also understood that he cannot do it. So you need some type of some other type of detachment also to come out of it. So maybe it is not so easy all the time to cut the knots. So here Prabhupada is giving very nice purport. He says, Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasram. Demons who are less than humans being do not but are not called animals, but not do not know the meaning of pravritti and nivritti. Work to be done and work not to be done. So all the Shastras ever advise nivritti marga. And this is apart from Shastra, the Vedic literature, this is the oldest. The other Shastras exist. For example, the Buddhist Shastra, Lord Buddha advised that one should achieve nirvana to give up the materialistic life. So Bible also is telling the Shastra. Prabhupada is telling in the Bible, which is also Shastra. Prabhupada is telling Bible is Shastra. One will find the same advice. one should give up materialistic life and return back home, back to God. In any Shastra, one may examine, especially the Vedic Shastra, the same advice is given. And give up materialistic life, go to spiritual life. Shankaracharya so propounds Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. So the word Shastra, they are the four Vedas, and then the Puranas and everything come in the Shastra. One should be initiated into following the principles of the Shastras. So, in regard to the instruction of father and mother, it may be said that the living entity, including even the insignificant cats and dogs, take birth of father and mother. Therefore, getting a metal father and mother not a problem. No, Rishabh says, Pita na sasyat, pati na sasyat. Okay, it's a very big purport. We'll end here. If anybody has any questions, comments, we will take. First, we'll see in chat box. We have something and then. Okay. Srinivas Prasad Pro.
Hare Krishna, Dhanutram Prabhuji.
Dandath.
Puja, I was just remembering when you said about this Guru Puja, na, so I just remembered when Prabhupada was there himself. So he was in the Guru Puja, and one of his disciples asked that we are doing this Guru Puja for you. So for whom you are doing? The Prabhupada said, I am doing for my Guru. So they are quoting Prabhupada, and Prabhupada himself has mentioned this is in the
They say we are telling to Prabhupada, you are our Chakshudan Janme Janme Prabhu. Say, and then you are telling to your Guru also. In
yes.
both of them, who is the one? He said,
So
both can be there, na?
the same Prabhupada is, in fact, has himself said it. You are
Yeah.
praying for your spiritual master, I am praying for my spiritual
I
master.
expect to.
So they are quoting Prabhupada, and Prabhupada is himself said this. Then
No, they don't have any logic through it. Is only they scientifically they are holding on to their philosophy.
one more thing which while you are saying that they won the case from the Supreme Court. So then you said that this is we have faith in Krishna. So whatever is happening is good for us. So I remember that one devotee who was very fixed up in his uh, devotion and in doing his sandhyas. So he never failed doing his sandhyas on time. So then in the evening time, once he fell asleep, and the Maya Devi herself came and waked him up and said that, oh, you get up, your Sandhya time, this Gayatri time is there, so why don't? Oh, then he says, thank you so much. You otherwise I would have missed. So then he asked that, you are material energy, Maya Devi. How did you help me? That I wanted to help you because you are so much puffed up, and by saying that I've never missed my Sandhya. So I wanted to continue with that pride. So if you would have missed it, then he would have repented and he would have become humble. So that point actually, I remember that you also said now that when one that humility is actually when humility comes, then only one can understand the depth of it. Otherwise, the pride can always take us away from the real goal.
Yeah, yeah, true, bro.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Proji.
you.
My question,
Thank you.
my question is, Proji, like today we're discussing about this that Shad also, the Rin, Pitra Rin, and all the Rins. And so, how do we understand that as a devotee, when somebody takes to the process of Krishna consciousness? So we how to get those? We also all of us have rins towards Rishi rin, Pitra rin. So and then yes, Prabhu.
Yes, bro. So all the rings, na, the purpose is served. That's why that is cleared.
Hmm?
So now the purpose of the ring is served when we become devotee. That's why you are clearing all the debts.
Hmm.
That is how we clear the debt, not by because directly doing. We are doing the what is what it is meant for. The
Hmm.
purpose is served. The purpose is to purify our
Something.
heart
Hmm.
and to remain grateful. So you are
Hmm.
becoming grateful to all of them, and
Hmm.
your gratitude you are expressing by serving Krishna. So
Hmm.
that's how we are clearing our debt. Debt basically, how we clear debt is we cannot give back what we are receiving. We only
Hmm.
gratefully acknowledge what we have received. That
Correct.
itself will clear the debt.
Hmm.
Like say, can you clear your debt to your parents? No, you
No,
cannot
no,
clear
never.
your debt to parents.
No,
So
no.
then what you do? You only try to be grateful to them and
Hmm.
acknowledge, okay, and you pray to them, you offer obeisances. That itself is, we can never pay debt, repay any debt to our ancestors or rishis or the society which made us. So
Hmm.
we not repay, but what we do is we try to uh, what we do is we try to be grateful and we do the needful. Whatever is good for the overall is we are grateful to Krishna for giving all these things. Krishna says, yes, yes, I only gave this. So our Guru, for us, Guru and Krishna, parents and rishis and munis and everybody,
Hmm.
Shastras and society, everything is for us Krishna only.
Correct.
So Krishna in that form, he is coming in all these forms. So by
Very,
serving Krishna, we are accepting all the forms.
very true. And probably in continuity to this question, then we discussed about that there are this karma and then there is gyan. So we see that sometimes like people who have that inclination to work more, is that the reason that they are not able to take to the process of gyan and bhakti because they have that tendency of doing more karma, or they can be just elevated.
Karma is not activity, Karpru. Karma is that mentality.
Mm.
If you do more work for Krishna, you are not doing karma yoga. Your
Correct.
whole day, night and working for Krishna is not karma yoga. The mentality to enjoy the results of your activity is karma yoga. Karma.
Mm. So
So the
people who
mentality,
don't take to devotional path easily or to gyan path, so they have the tendency of doing that karma and for their own enjoyment. That's why they are not able to take to the process of gyan and bhakti.
see, they want to enjoy in this world, that is karma only. All the people who are to enjoy, that is karma mentality.
Mm.
You want to enjoy the results. And you want to get rid of the pain, that is jnana mentality. So it's a mentality, it's not just action. It manifests like that, but it is the mindset they have. Our mindset is not to enjoy in this material world or not to get rid of the pain. Our mentality is give pleasure to Krishna. That is
No, no,
completely different.
very true. But how does this process happen? Matlab, like from karma to gyan and from gyan to bhakti, is it?
It will not happen like that, bro. It is only association of devotees. You change the mindset. That's all. It is
Oh,
not
perfect,
process that is.
perfect, perfect.
It is not like
So it's
that.
only
We
then
are,
when you get that sukriti by some devotee, then only your
then only
thought
you change
process
that
will
mindset.
change.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Not
then
that because karma jnana you become bhakti. No, no, it's not like that.
so
Even though it is written Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prabhade, that Jnanavan is who got some sukriti because of association. That's why he changed.
very true, very true. But if there are the people who get association also, and after receiving the association also, how they are not still able to give karma and gyan. So how to understand that?
No, they did not. They have Tattva Vibrama. Their problem with the understanding of the Shastra. They have to get more clarity in that understanding.
So
That is
then
anartha.
if they receive that association of devotees, like similar in a somebody attended these, we used to do those 6 day session classes. So maybe 50 people attended, and only 5 of them become devotees, and 45 just attended and continued with their normal kind of life. So how to understand that all other 45 could not take to the process?
They will take in some other time. Their Sukriti is increasing slowly, slowly. They'll come back some find it one day.
Hmm.
So it may not happen immediately, but one day they will come.
Perfect.
Hari.
Thank you, brother. Thanks.
Oh. Keshav Prem.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is the right
Hari.
pronounce. Prabhuji, you were explaining about that Ritvik thing, Prabhuji, and you said they don't have a knowledge, but they were also following all Prabhupada's translations only, na Prabhuji. Then how can we say they don't
Out
have
of context, they are
scriptural
quoting
knowledge?
actually. They are quoting out of context.
Yeah, Prabhuji, but you are telling na Prabhuji, their knowledge is poor, but they are reading, I mean, they're following Srila Prabhupada only, na Prabhuji. How can we say that their knowledge is poor?
You have to follow full, na. You should not follow half. Only
Yeah,
one
but for
letter they
other
take,
thing,
and then
other
they will
people
say
we can
everything is
say.
that only. You
Hmm.
have one letter they have. I think some dated which is not there in the folio. They catch
Yeah,
one
Prabhuji, I'm
letter.
not, no, no, no. All those things I completely agree, Prabhuji. But one thing I'm just thinking, like others we can say, Prabhuji, they don't read, but these people, they're exactly following Prabhupada's words. And how can we say that they don't have a proper Shastric understand? Okay, their
What they are.
argument, I agree, Prabhuji. But I'm just trying to understand their scriptural knowledge is same as ours, na Prabhuji. That is why.
See how it happens. He said now
Hmm.
he had problem with his guru,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
now he wanted to go against his guru. For that, he needs
Hmm.
some support, and
Okay.
he cannot. Now he needs support, and he cannot just say I am right. Now he has to show
Hmm.
something from the shastra only to prove that I am right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now what you do, you misquote the shastras because you want to prove your point. So that is
Okay.
what is happening. So I am using the same Shastra, but I am not using. See, that's why I told you, if you
Mm,
remember in the 10 offenses we are discussing, first
mm,
comes
mm.
Sadhu, then comes Shastra. You have
Okay.
to see the Shastra through Sadhu only. Otherwise, you will become
Mm,
end up like this. You will start speculating. You will give your own interpretation of the Shastras. So the same things which Prabhupada written, you can have your own interpretation and you can create a full blown philosophy like this Ritvik philosophy also. So we have
that
to even
philosophy is
under.
wrong, but other than that philosophy, their approach to the Lordship and all will be same as Prabhupada's instruction of Prabhuji. It will
See
not get.
what happens
Uh,
is, see, I will tell.
mm,
There is a
mm,
tendency to be independent. So
Oh,
there is a tendency to be independent. Now
oh, oh,
you will read, but you want to do the way you want.
oh.
That is actually the problem here. There is a tendency to be
Mm,
independent. That is causing them problem. If
mm,
Guru is
mm,
there, he is watching you, and he will tell you what you have to do, what you should not do.
mm.
And they are telling that only Prabhupada is Guru. But in their
Oh,
institute also, they'll have somebody above them. No? The manager is there. There is
yes, yes,
somebody is
Prabhu.
there who is above them. That means they also have that system. Only thing is they are not naming it as Guru, but they are following.
Mm, okay.
They are following somebody else.
Hello.
Hello.
Prabhuji, you're muted. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, sorry. You are able to hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, now only I'm hearing. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
So they are first is we have to read according to the not according to our mind, our conditionings. We have to be careful.
mm,
So, like
mm,
now, when Balram Shakti Prabhu he says something and he has
mm,
some opinion, and when
mm,
he reads other shastras, other acharya commentary, and which is telling opposite to him, he's immediately ready
mm.
to change.
Ah,
Why he is
mm,
changing? Because he is not going with his own mindset. He is going what
mm,
Shastra says. Now he also
mm,
says also. See, now I have
mm.
this opinion. My understanding
Correct,
got refined. My understanding
correct.
got completely changed also.
Mm.
That is sincerity.
Oh,
So when you give right thing, When you are ready to change or not, that is where sincerity comes. It's not my opinion.
Hmm.
No, I have this understanding. Now Maharaj will come and say something else. I say, okay, if Maharaj said 100%, I'm ready to change. So it is not what I
So
want.
that
It is what
mentality is not in them. You're telling like that, Prabhuji.
I am telling that they have already fixed something and they want to put that point, and whatever they read, they will like that only.
We'll say the people will see
They
only what
already
they
have
want to
some
see.
understanding and they want to prove that understanding. So they will read everything like that only then.
Oh,
That is the point.
okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Sita Common.
Correct, Prabhu, Pranam.
हाँ
Prabhu,
Pranam.
my question is, Prabhuji, you just in this start of the session only you mentioned that Krishna will always try to help us, and it's the Maya Devi who takes our exams, and she tries to keep us away from Krishna. But this happens in case of devotees also, Prabhu, or you were talking about the general non-devotees?
Devotees, Maya only tests us, na. Maya Devi came to Haridas Thakur. Maya Devi came in from a prostitute. So
Right.
Maya is always testing us. She don't want to people who go and disturb Krishna.
Okay. So then, Prabhu, then that means
Whatever
she's
things we
also.
are getting, na, whatever like mobile is Krishna or Maya.
If you use in the service of Krishna, then it
No, no,
becomes
no.
pretty also.
As such, it is Maya only.
Ah,
We are
right, right.
trying to. So now the test is directly Maya only. Na? Maya is in our hand only. So now who will test us? Maya is only testing. Like Krishna is not showing you the recommendations in YouTube on the right side. Who is showing the recommendations?
Right, 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 Prabhu.
Like when you
So,
open YouTube, some video you're watching devotional movie, but side you will get some news, some other things, some old song, something will come. Who is recommending that? Krishna or Maya? Maya
Maya
is
only.
recommending. Yeah, that is the point. I want to do bhakti. I want to hear Krishna's related lecture, but Maya is telling, "Arey, but you have alternative also. Why don't you try this?"
But that means, Prabhu, Maya is to also doing duty as prescribed by Krishna.
Maya's duty is to keep the conditioned souls away from Krishna, not to disturb him. So her job is that only.
Okay, okay. Right, Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, but when you said that, Maya tests and then Krishna helps, but Maya
Yeah.
is also testing so that, only good devotees can go to Krishna. So, and Maya
Yeah.
is doing, she is duty bound to do all this testing part. So then why Krishna will help us, and when Maya is testing us, because
No.
Maya Devi is also Krishna's.
Daivesha Gunamani Mamaya Durta. We can overcome only by Krishna's mercy. Otherwise, we cannot come out of it. If Krishna don't help, where is the hope? How can we come out of Maya? Krishna himself is telling you cannot fight on your own. Come to me, I will help you. Mama Maya Duratya. Mamaivaye Prapadyante. You take shelter of me, I'll help you come out of it.
So when we chant sincerely, then that chanting helps us keep away from Maya.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, okay, right, right, Prabhu. Ji, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Ji, Hare Krishna.
Group friend, Mati, you had some question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Thank you for
Hmm.
that wonderful PPT, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, in that PPT, what is that, the understanding of the rivers are in the banks, it is very swift. What is the analogy? How we have to understand that, Prabhuji?
I also don't know why that came because I also am not clear. I will again go through Prabhupada purport.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow I will see what exactly. I also didn't
Ah,
understand what is that swiftness.
okay.
Uh, Not clear.
You think it is okay, creation and dissolution, but how to understand that, Prabhuji?
The banks only, na? I am also not
Ah, okay, please explain that. And regarding that
clear.
discussion, Prabhuji, see, yesterday only I saw direct Prabhupada lecture, Artha Kukuti Nyaya. They will take only what is favorable for them. Prabhupada was explaining about the hen. Kukuti means hen. They will cut because mouth is there, it will eat, no, that is expense. They will cut. They think they will cut that half and they only the eggs they want that. Like that, they will take what are the points favorable for them from the Shastras and they will portray that. That is Ardha
Yeah.
Kukuti, like that Prabhupada is explaining in that video, Prabhuji. So they will take, but Prabhuji, it is clearly it is third offense, no, Prabhuji. Guru Avijna is there, and again they are blaspheming all the devotees. Everything is blasphemy only, no, Prabhuji. Everything is aparadha only, no, Prabhuji. Even though they are following that, through the devotees only you can approach Krishna. If the Guru, whatever the instructions, you are not following the instructions of Guru and not respecting a fellow, means it is again a aparadha only, gross only, no, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that is proper aparadas only.
Yeah. Then how can we progress, Prabhuji? But
They are
they say we
making
are correct,
progress.
we are correct. Yes,
They are
Prabhuji?
getting pious credit. That's all. Whatever success they are getting is because of piety only,
Yes.
not devotional success. That is.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Whatever it is. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?